Hello everyone, Althea here from metemgee.com, and today we're making coconut buns. Drop me a comment below and tell me what you call these in your home country. Before we start, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, to subscribe, and to turn on notifications. Thanks in advance. For the buns, you will need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, half a cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon or a pinch of salt. Mix together well. I like to use my hands for this step so that I can crush any lumps of sugar and remove the hard to crush lumps before adding the butter. Once you get that mixed together really well, add 1 stick or half a cup of really cold butter. I like to use a shred side of the cheese grater to grate the butter into small pieces. This makes it super easy to mix together into the flour. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook, where you can share photos of all the delicious food you've been making using my recipes, and check out my Instagram for daily food inspiration. Next, add 1 cup of grated coconut, about 6 ounces. I use grated frozen coconut for this recipe, but you can also use coconut flakes. Check the description box for a full printable recipe and for measurements using coconut flakes. Now once you've got the coconut mixed in really well, make a well in the center of the ingredients. Then add 2 beaten eggs mixed with half teaspoon of vanilla essence and a half teaspoon of almond essence. Then mix that together well to form a really soft dough. And stick around for the second half of this video, where I make a dairy-free, egg-free, vegan version of these buns. And you can skip to the end to see which one's better, the dairy-free vegan or the regular buns. Next, on a greased baking sheet, separate the dough into 12 to 16 pieces depending on the size of the coconut buns that you like. I'm using my 1.5 tablespoon cookie scoop for this step, and I'm going to do 16 pieces because I have little people and smaller buns work for them. Ensure that your buns are evenly spaced because they will spread a little during baking, and this way they're not touching each other. Bake at 350 degrees for 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, the buns are ready. Place buns on a cooling rack and allow to cool before enjoying. These buns were just perfect. Nice and soft on the inside, golden color on the bottom, nice color and texture on the top, and they smell amazing. My daughter loves coconut buns, and she also loves strawberries. For the vegan coconut buns, same as the other recipe, you will need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, half a cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. Mix together well again. I like using my hands for this step so I can crush any lumps of sugar and remove any hard lumps of sugar from the flour. Then add half a cup of coconut oil and mix it into the dry ingredients using a fork. Next, add 1 cup of grated coconut, same as before, mixing together into the dry ingredients. Next, add half a cup of coconut milk mixed with half a teaspoon of vanilla extract and half a teaspoon of almond extract. Then on a greased baking sheet, separate the dough into 12 pieces. I'm using the 2-spoon method for this step, and I also separated this one into 12 pieces so that at the end, when we compare them, we can see the difference in the 2 buns. For the 2-spoon method, scoop the dough with 1 spoon and then use another spoon to push the dough onto the baking sheet. Once you've gotten them all separated, we're going to go ahead and bake again at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, but for 30 minutes this time. 30 minutes later, they're ready. They're really soft. They look exactly the same as the other buns, and they smell amazing. And when I gave them to my kids in a blind taste test, they actually preferred the vegan buns to the other one and said that the vegan ones were softer. You can see there's the regular one and there's the vegan one. They look exactly the same. And as always, thanks for watching and happy baking.